Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Welcome, everybody. I know I didn't do the intro song. I got some background music on because this is going to be a long flight tonight. So I got that started earlier. Let's see who's here. We got a couple of. Let's see, we got Long Nuts, Icarus, Mrs. TPHI. And I think that's it. I don't know. It's going to be a long ass flight. As you know, Icarus is plenty. Icarus is here. He wants to go upside down over water. It's a long flight over water to get to Iceland. Odd that Iceland's green and Greenland's ice. So, okay. I think we're just going to get right in it. Put our foot down. Get up to altitude 28,000. I'm loading. I have to take off very quickly because I'm CDD at this airport. Oh, well, I can get going and you can join in on us if you want. But we can do that too. We got to get my autopilot open though. Oops. Throttle, brakes. Ooh, I gotta remember not to punch it so hard. This thing really got some torquey. Torquey. Massive amounts of torque. Gear up, flaps up. I don't know why you would even have flaps for takeoff on a bird this powerful. Utilities, autopilot. Altitude, we want 28. We want up there. We're going to turn the autopilot on. See if nav mode. We're going to try flight level change to 28,300 knots. That should work. Hey, William Kelly. Good evening. Bacon Hall. Yeah, I could use some extra bacon for this long flight. It's going to be a long one. I got a full tank of fuel on board. Man, oh man, there's definitely some issues with fuel in 2024. A flight that shouldn't have taken much more than a quarter tank of fuel had to be refueled twice to get there. Yeah, there's some issues. Definitely some issues. Going from London. You know what is that down there? Is that for the Olympics where they did the boating? Is that what that is? That's what it looks like. It kind of looks like Montreal's got one of those too. Where they did all the rowing and shit. Or is that for water skiing? Vision storm. I can actually see them. Unlike in 2024. Look at that shot. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I'll take things you can't do in 2024 for 500, Alex. That's sick. I like that. There's Mr. TPHI. Where's Long Nuts? There's Long Nuts. And where's Icarus? He's probably way the fuck down there somewhere. Yep, right there. You know, as for the conversation earlier about the 5090 or whatever it is, yeah, the 5090, RTX 5090, I've been thinking about it for a while now. I'm in the camp of, I know it's almost double what the 4090 is, but I'm in the camp now of, I'm not going to do it. $2,000, I can go on another nice vacation, and I'd rather go on a vacation. That's the story of my life now. I went on all those train trips where I just spent some time by myself, cruising around, going places. I'd rather spend $2,000 and go somewhere. Plus, I'm not due for another computer for 2 years, so by then maybe I hear there's some pretty serious competition coming. Of course, Wombat probably can't hear me because he's at work. We're going to put this little plane totally to the test. Hey, good morning, Xenon. Oh, you can hear me. So, yeah, that's kind of in the camp I'm at. For $2,000, I can go play around to Europe, or I can go. Well, the one I want to take is almost 5,000. Bucket list trip. I'll do that when I sell my house. I'm going to Bhutan. I don't care. I don't care if it's $200 a day just to stay in the country. And that's not including anything else. That's just what they charge you per day because they don't want people staying there. Going to go to Bhutan. But now, $2,000, nice vacation. I'm not gonna. At a point in my life from now where I'd rather have fun traveling than to buy an insane video card. Even 5 years ago, I'd have probably gone with the video card, but now I'd rather go with the vacation. If these winds keep up, we're going to switch it off to not live weather. I'm not fighting winds the whole way. Gotta notch. 280 for the climb. 50 series is not going to fix 2024. Yeah, exactly. It's not going to optimizing the sim. Yeah, true. But it's easy when you by yourself over the family trips. Yeah, well, that's exactly it. That's what I said 5 years ago when I had still had my kids kicking around before they all grew up, moved away, and shit. Because gaming pod, I totally different now. I'm alone, and I really have to say the travel is much more enjoyable than sitting behind a keyboard. I see where you use to sit behind the keyboard as an escape at home. I'm going to use my travel time to just travel. I'm going to use any extra cash I have to travel. I don't even give a rat's ass if it's just going to another state for a couple of days or taking a drive. Sell the kids, get a 50 series. You can always sell a kidney. You've got 2 kidneys. Like the shitty parts look even shittier. Shittier in high def. Be able to look at 8K shit instead of 4K shit. 8K in each eye shit. True virtual reality garbage. These trips are planned, but next year for me would be Italy with the family and then going cost a lot more than selling my kidneys. Probably costs a lot more than selling a kidney. Got 5 kids, it costs about $1 million to get them to here's I hate to think what it costs now. Yeah, it's really interesting if they're smart, like my daughter. She worked hard, paid for her community college, and then got smart and got her basic nursing degree. Then went to work for a company that would pay for the rest of her college. Because they're short on nurses, they'll pay for all. they'll pay for her to continue on to get her nurse practitioner license. And my son decided he'd rather go to work than college. So he's a train engineer and a pilot. And my other son, we have no idea where he's at. So he doesn't know where reality. He doesn't know the difference between reality and fiction. He's not quite sure where one ends and one begins, sadly. But I made more money working in the brick factory than what I did when I became a professional. Not unheard of. He's here to just take the loan and still paying it 20 years later. That pay. You don't need university to make money. My son's making more than my daughter. She's got degrees up the ass. My son's making more money. He's got a trade. He's an engineer on a train. Started off as going to be a pilot and found out how much it costs to become a commercial pilot. So then he just turned around and... Where the fuck is my lights? I see my lights around. There. Now, if you work hard at anything, you're going to make money. You don't have to have a degree to do it. I never had a computer science degree. And I worked for companies that wouldn't hire anybody that didn't have a computer science degree because I had enough experience to blow by the degrees. I was beyond the degrees before they offered the degrees. Hello, Feel the Reaper. How are you this evening? Problem with spending so much to go to university is you're putting yourself behind the 8 ball before you ever get the job. You're making a fucking house payment before you get a job. Am I flying a glider? No, I have the engine sounds now because everybody bitched about it being too fucking loud the other night. There, is that better? I'm done playing with the sounds. First the machine ate them all, and then everybody bitched about them. I'm done. I don't care. I'll turn it up a little for you so you can hear the buzz. This thing sounds like a... This thing has the worst sounds anyways. My engine sounds so loud. This one has terrible engine sounds. All three of mine were gone before they were 18. Or by the 18th birthday, they were gone. They were out because they didn't want to pay me rent. Oh no, quite a few people bitched. It pissed me off the other night. Pretty much. That's. I got lucky because when they turned 18, it was simple. You're now legally adult. You now pay rent. Literally, even if it was $100 a month, you're paying something. Look, you're going to pay one or the other. You're going to pay me $100, $150 a month, or you're going to pay $700 a month out there. You're not living free anymore. Sorry. Oh, that does. We got a 16 months. God damn, it's been too long. I don't have anybody by the time I get done bitching with these sounds.
I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. Baby, I'ma have the best fucking night of my life.
Not only that, Gammy, but if you give them a free ride, bling, there I did the sound. It didn't bling. If you give them a free ride, they're just gonna take advantage of it. I mean, everybody does. I'd give a third to your folks, yeah. And if you don't work, you're out. Period. Because you're not paying rent, I'm evicting you. Because you're not paying rent. No free ride. Ended up with all these woke clowns we got now because of participation trophies and living in their basement. Squatters' rights. One kid, it took his parents, he was 30 years old, and his parents spent almost 5 years trying to throw him out of their fucking house. He was 30 years old. 5 years of court cases and shit to get him the hell out of the house. Whoa, something screamed by there. What the hell was that? It was moving. I don't know. Oh, TPHI did he spawn in on us or what? Maybe that was it. He's just like cooking by. That guy's a year older than I am. Vision Storm. Vision Storm. 67. Flying pig bits. Something screamed by. I'll have to watch a replay. There's no way we'd be at 24,000 with a piston engine. Probably ought to shut this off at 24,000. I don't think it wants to go any higher. It said it cruises at 30, but I don't think anything over 24 is asking for trouble. We're going to change our altitude to 24. It's not even wanting to climb anymore. You're cruising at 12. Yeah, but it won't make it, fuel-wise, it won't make it at 12,000 feet. That's why I'm not down there. The only way I can make this flight work with fuel was at 28. So I don't know if it'll make it at friggin' 24. We'll try. It was Icarus, was it? I thought he was still behind us. Maybe it was Reaper. Yeah, he's an A10. It must have been an Icarus. Mr. TPH. Oh, Icarus is down there. Mr. TPH is down there. Yeah, reflew. He flew by. I'm not used to not having a prop to adjust. This thing acts like a turbo prop, but it's a piston. It doesn't make any sense. Cool, but it makes no sense. That's a piston engine. Nope. No unlimited fuel. I could never figure out how Icarus was doing this shit. He had unlimited fuel and put on a tailwind. And he just goes screaming by in the exact same plane. Can't figure out how he does it. Cheats. I may end up turning the weather off. I'm still getting a little crosswind. You're really cheating to put tailwind on. No, we don't want that one. I changed the weather in 2024 and the plane shit out. Literally stopped. The plane stopped. Clouds. Hey, see if it picks up any. Yeah, it picked up a little bit. 350, 360, or 351, 52. Yeah, it definitely picked up some speed. That was at 360. Yeah, that was worth it. Shutting the weather off, not fighting the clouds, not fighting the wind. Is there a parrot in here? Exactly, exactly. So I need to watch the MS developer stream. I'm guessing they're trying to fix it. I doubt they'll bin it. They spent too much money in it, but they got to get the marketplace. They got to get. There's too much. They fucked up bad, really bad. They should have done a 3-month, minimum 3-month public beta to allow all the people a chance to test stuff, developers a chance to get their aircraft out, for them to get their marketplace done. I was wondering what that was, but it moved. There's a ditch. I don't think that's really there. Nope, it's going away as we get closer. And Mr. Gunner's got a top secret project he's working on for 2020. It's pretty cool. I think a lot of developers are going backwards and waiting out 2024 and going to stick at 2020 in a lot of this stuff. Because it is junk. Even in VR, it's junk. It's so unoptimized for VR. You know, and everybody just loves flying a plane that has your engine crap out. Or, like I say, I changed the weather and the plane shit out, completely shut off. We couldn't control it at all. I changed the weather. The engine shut out. The plane flipped. It just, yeah. There's so much wrong with that sim. Like I say, we did a flight yesterday that shouldn't have taken a quarter tank of fuel in the Honda jet. Had to refill it twice. Just for what should have taken a quarter tank of fuel, a quarter of the aircraft's worth of fuel, we had to refuel twice. So yeah, there's definitely some massive issues. In the official forums, they said they have over 600 reported bugs they're actively working. Saying that to keep everyone quiet. They're going to make the same mistake they made with 2020 with 2022. They're going to fix a bunch of bugs, get it worked out, and then they're going to do some big update that's going to break twice as much of what they just fixed. Look, we fixed 600 things. We broke 800. Whoops. It's just got a lot of really bad issues that shouldn't be there. Everybody's going back to 20. I'm at 2020. 90% of the time now, even with the streams, because you're going to have fuel issues, you're going to have fucking autopilot issues, the flight plan issues. Yeah, it looks beautiful when you can see it. The world is 100 times better, but you can't see it, and it's not all better. Way up in the northern parts of Canada is worse than it is in 2020. Like up at Alert Airport, it's actually worse in 2024. So, I don't know. When you can see it, it's better. Yeah, and we definitely confirmed last night that if anything over 5 kilometers away from each other, you can't see each other. And that includes altitude. Like, I wouldn't be able to see TPHI right now. I would not be able to see him. He'd disappear. Or I would see none of these people because they're more than 5 kilometers away. Reaper, maybe. I'd see them because they're just below me. But yeah, the limit's roughly 5.5 kilometers, a little less. And they disappear. You can't see them anymore. Crazy shit. Yeah. It is bullshit. I mean, you would disappear already. You just do what everybody else is doing, Wombat. Just go buy them in 2020. Fire up 2020, go buy them in the marketplace, and then transfer them over. That's crazy, but that's how you got to get shit if you want it. And they run in legacy mode. Well, it's not my problem. Load it up. It's supposedly a giant ass system. It's got room for both. You don't have to load in all the extras and shit. Load the total bare bones. Load in the entire bare bones base game so you can load in and use the marketplace. Don't load any updates other than what you need for the marketplace. Then you just go to the marketplace, buy what you want, then go over to 2024, fire it up, go in and load it up. Tell it, go into that section. I'm not sure from where the marketplace is. You go in there and select your aircraft that you want, restart, and they're there. And well, 2024 hasn't had these giant ditch bugs. This plane's not shaking like it did last time. Last time it was shaking like a leaf. So we have from here to Iceland, Iceland to Greenland, Greenland to Canada, then home. That's it. Then the series is over. I think we're going to go around the world to the east, but we're going to stay below 2,000 AGL the whole way. We did it in IFR. We're going to do it in VFR, less than 2,000 AGL the entire way. Look at that thing. It's still going at rip. It's like the old movie Crack in the World. Anybody remember that one? That was a great old sci-fi. '20 to 20 is so weird. If I have every single thing installed, I can load it in about 3 minutes. I delete pretty much everything in every plane. I'm not using bugs. 8 to 15. Isn't that crazy? You do your river flight again. They're fun. The river flights are fun, yeah. I'm glad I stuck with 2020. Yeah. Oh. It was a crapshoot. I'm lucky I didn't buy it. Thanks, Stu, for that. So. I wanted to do that in 2024, so let's hope it's working well. There's going to be times we're running jets down low. It's going to be a rip. I was going to do the racetracks, but fuck, there's a lot of them. And I mean a lot more than I thought there was. Sorry about that. I'd take the old headset off. Those trim tabs, little tiny trim tabs. Definitely need the aileron one. Holy shit. They're still chasing that. That's just like cracking the world, definitely. There's somebody in the Concorde. That's a plane I never bought just because I knew I would never fly it. Like, way too complicated. The mine down there. I don't want complicated in my life. The Kennedy Space Center for 2024 or 2020? I think they should have random launches. I really do. I think they should do. Somebody should do SpaceX too, and just have random launches. I had a freeware one for 2020 that had the rocket garden. Pretty cool. But it didn't have all the launch sites. Somebody's close. Ah, Reaper. I saw somebody on the map was close. I totally forgot I was making a short on that last one where he flew in there. I missed it. Too bad the A10's not loading. Typical. I'm hungry. Yeah, that's what I had going on last time. It was shaking like mad. It's pretty steady tonight. I got my throttle right to the wall. I don't know why my engine's way the fuck back there though. Probably the altitude. It can't breathe. This is a friggin' piston engine. Piston engine would do so badly up this high. Even with that kind of horsepower. PT6A is a friggin' yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say PT6 is the turboprop. Pretty good to get notified now on my phone for my own streams. Almost 40 minutes late. Those are pistons. PT6 is a friggin' turbine engine. Which Forza the Forza Motorsport. Believe it or not, I've used Forza Motorsport to help set up a car for a track I've never been to. Because Forza had the track. And just get on there and scream in laps for a couple hours, and I could see where the tires were going to get hot, which corner was going to take more abuse. Yeah, it has to be Motorsport. Forza Horizon. Oh shit, now that I'm yawning, I haven't even fucking started this stream. "10 minutes after regular start time and I'm ready for bed." There's the ocean. In the morning. Because you're bored at what you're doing. You're not enjoying it. I admit I will be very, very, very happy when the series is over. I think it's amazing it's gone on for 86 weeks, which is actually 2 of them were broken into halves, so it's I'm 375 over the ground, but 260 it won't. I don't have real things. Whatever reason, I'm right to the firewall, and I can't get anything more than 240. There's no adjustable prop. So there is that. Forest stream. 375 over the ground. I can't get 350. I get 260. That's it. I don't know why it looks really weird. My throttle's pegged, but it's telling me I'm at 100%. It says only 52% of the engine's being used. Doesn't have any nitrous in here, does he? That would help. It's a piston engine. I don't care if it says turbo. It's a fucking piston engine. The real Vertigo's got a turbo prop. This doesn't. It's absolutely acting like it doesn't. It's acting like an. There's no torque meter. There's pistons. To be fair, I don't like this plane at all. I've only flown it twice, the second time, but not on my list of planes I like. But hey, it's a Got Friends free plane, so what do you expect? Cruise speed is 350. I can't get that. Maybe if I go down lower, then I'm going to burn more fuel. We could go to 20,000. See if we get a bigger bite in the air. Somebody's still on live weather. Look at how cocked off they are. The Reaper. Or Icarus, getting that sideways in that live weather. Already burned up half our fuel. So the altitude wasn't going to help. We'll be out of fuel before we get off land. We did start way the hell down here. We're out of the way. We're doing all right. But we're definitely gonna have to refuel. Definitely gonna have to do an air-to-air refueling of this thing. Should have chose the jet. I shouldn't even have put this up as an option. You've got a very confused raccoon. Hit 385 in a slight dive. Do I only play flight sims? No. I play a lot of stuff. I don't stream much of anything else. I'll be streaming Squirrel with a Gun again tomorrow. That was a lot of fun. I'm at a boss right now and I had to rage quit. So it's probably something really simple and I'm just having trouble with it. But I do play other games. I don't stream them because they don't do well, to be honest with you. Play a lot of SnowRunner. Minecraft modded. Minecraft. Play shit tons of Day Off for You. I play a shit ton of modded Minecraft. Jeez, that's about it lately. Nothing really piques my interest anymore. I'm getting old. I have a GT500, one of the originals. The ones that if you don't lighten up the force, it breaks your wrist. Yeah. I play a lot of racing games over the years. Which is funny because now I work in racing, I don't play them as much as I used to at all. Oh yeah, if you hit a wall in certain games, it literally there was a warning to lower the things because it would snap your wrist back when they first came out. No, don't need a broken wrist. Watching a lot of the car racing streams lately. I love watching racing. If you watch, Christian did a couple laps. He just posted 2 new videos of him lapping in a cup car, doing a test at Lime Rock and Thompson, and in a Mazda Miata Cup. He did a 59 second at Lime Rock, and Icarus will tell you how hard it is to get 59 seconds on Lime Rock. We do 57s in the Corvette. It should be 55s, but we're not very good at Lime Rock. We do 57s, and Christian he nailed a 59 at Lime Rock in a goddamn Miata Cup car. They put the lap online. That's insane. And it's getting a lot more entertaining now for me racing again, watching online, because when I started working it, I started watching it less because I didn't know people. You know, I'm working with people, I know them. But now all the kids that I've seen racing are starting to turn pro into racing, so I know the kids that are racing. So it brings it back to me as being fun. Yeah, I see that. That's on my list of ones I want to get, because one of the things I love about Assetto Corsos, all of them, is they're 100% VR ready from the day they start. It's not going to be added later. They build the thing around virtual reality. The games are 100% virtual reality from the get-go. Hey, Mighty. How are you this fine, frigid evening? Getting in that lake effect snow. Can't believe we're going into our 5th day of single-digit temperatures. Of our 5th night of single-digit temperatures. Driving me bonkers. I hate it when it's this cold. Probably the reason I've been so damn grumpy. I hate the cold with a passion. I don't realize it, but look at the scars from windmills, putting them all in. You ever swim in a lake? You didn't do one of those polar plunges, did you? Oh dear Lord, they did that. They do that down Lake George. Oh, New Year's Day, they all jump in the freaking lake. They's crazy. No. 2024, I quit playing the career mode because every one of the missions I wanted to do, the airplane would have an issue or the fuel would have an issue and you couldn't complete it because the longer ones is having all kinds of fuel issues. And if you fudge the fuel in to make it so you can get to the end of the flight, it cancels the flight on you. It's just, I'd like to go back when it's maybe in 3 or 4 months when the sim is in a better state, and I'll go back to career mode. Yeah, it's just so full of bugs that it makes it hard to do career mode. Now, diehard's like Icarus, he's got 100% of everything. He's doing great. I don't have that luck. I have all kinds of issues with it. 3 or 4 months. I'm being optimistic. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know what everything holds at the moment because 2024 not doing as well as I'd like it to be. So I don't know. This series will finish up in a month and a half. Got a month and a half left on this series. Well, not even. 3 weeks? 4 weeks? Just a month. Left on this series. Arrows Across America is going to keep going. I was hoping to do that in 2024, but it's acting buggy. It hasn't. The arrows haven't transferred over yet. It's funny because I couldn't find that one downtown, and I had no idea that the creator of Arrows Across America watches my Arrows Across America whenever I fly them. He lurks and watches because he was commenting. It was right on the roof. He sent me a message right on the roof of the... the light was right on the roof of the skyscraper. No, because that's how most games work. It works great on their developer PCs, and then it hits the market. And then they find out, you know, there's multiple combinations of PCs, and it runs great on some and not on others. Dead Stick. I haven't heard about that one, but I wish X-Plane 12 wasn't so crappy as far as the ground. Like this all looks like how do I want to say, SimCity 2000. That's what it looks like when you're flying the earth. The roads and shit look like SimCity 2000. Oh, they do have trains. You have a few friends of Mothball 2024. I'm optimistic we're going to be able to do something in it soon. Someone ran over my plane and it crashed to the desktop. Like I said, I literally changed the weather on a flight the other day. Just changed the weather and the whole fucking plane just shit out and crashed. There was a really kick-ass bush flight sim that was coming, and that ended up getting canceled. It was all about bush planes. The racetrack. Pretty sure it's for people surrounded by grass. Well, I got it trimmed out, and that coming down to 20,000. We're now cruising at 381. I got to try to click on that and not screw everything up on my computer. Yeah, that's it. Dead Stick, the Bush Flight Simulator. I think it's gone, isn't it? Yeah, that's one of the ones. Yeah, that thing looked sick. But I heard it was, no, still listed as coming soon. Yeah, I've seen shit on that one. I think even way back when Shane had gotten into it, had shown it off once. Something off, okay. I think Shane got into it, or just showed it off one time, like an early access thing on it. Microsoft, let's restore some missing missions. I have some issues with the missions. Like, nobody in their right mind would take an Optica around a tornado. Like, ever. Well, you wouldn't take any plane out in a thunderstorm around a tornado, short of a C-130 that goes into a hurricane. But you definitely wouldn't take that stupid little edgy Optica. The thing cruises at 60 knots and you get a 60-knot tailwind, the thing falls out of the sky. I know. I had all I could do to keep. I fell out of the sky and still somehow managed to complete the mission. Then he gave me a twin engine, which wasn't so bad the next time he gave it to me. It's like the only plane slower than a Piper Cup, the Edgy Optica. On par with the Zenith. Oh, 2020 still surprised me how good it looks sometimes. I don't like the new haze they put in, but everybody loved it from that guy that made the mod so much that they put it in as part of they bought it, put it in his base game. Way down there, TPHI. Icarus is 31,000 feet. Jesus, dude. I couldn't get this thing to climb that high. 28, it was gasping. We've made pretty good track. Come a long ways. 200 nautical miles, so 100 each way. Not doing too bad. Still got a long fucking way. I think it's weird because it's a flat map and this is a friggin' straight flight, so these are actually closer together than it looks on there. I keep trying to open the big one. I like the big ones. I do like that about 2024. I like the big map in the tablet. And dumbass me, I brought my tablet out and I don't set up on this one. That's what she said. Did you see where the guy that's been rebuilding the boat, that they found the boat, the Bluebird, that set the water speed record, and then killed the guy when he broke it and then came back and didn't wait for the water to calm, and came back and hid his own wake and fucked him up, killed him. The guy that's restored the Bluebird, restored the boat, wants to fucking break the water speed record now. And so do some Australian guys. There's two of them vying to break the water speed record that hasn't been broke since I was a kid. So this is going to be crazy to see who gets there first and if they survive it, because water speed records are deadly. That's why people stopped trying to set it. It killed so many people. And I wish we could list the audiobooks on these lights. The 414 stopped working in 2024. So did the Honda Jet. It used to work great. Now it doesn't work for the shit. Land far, far away. There was a guy and his dog. There a movie, A Boy and His Dog? It was like Don Johnson when he was like really young. Those does take you really get out of your plane another fake 2024 walk around of hunting in place and plane repairs, walk into buildings. You can shoot lunch. I'll have to throw that on my wish list. See where Mike Patey blew a friggin' tire on Draco? That was wild. And that was footage that he'd never shown. And I didn't realize the engine in his version of this exploded on his way to Oshkosh. He was at altitude and that engine came apart. Whoa! And rather than spend $1 million, put a new engine in it. Not quite $1 million, but God, they're expensive. He donated the whole plane. There's Doug Finn. Huck Finn's cousin, Doug. Huck Finn's British cousin, Doug. This is over here riding this river instead of the Mississippi. It's a pretty lake country up here. Where are we? Anybody know where we're at? Actually, in real life? Where the hell are we? I don't know. That's fucking pretty. What the fuck? Turn on a little map on the other computer. We're north of Glasgow. Oh, we're up here where this longs. We're Torcastle, Bainby, Fort William, Speenbridge, Akinary. Akinary's like right there. Torcastle's right here. Okay, just where we're at. I'm sure I butchered the names of every one of those. Oh yeah, we were already talking about the 5000 series. I already said I'm not buying one. At $2,000 now, I'd rather go on a vacation. I'd rather take off and go somewhere. For 2 grand, I mean, my computer can run it, and the power supply can handle it. But, so I wouldn't need a whole machine to back it up. But eh, 2 grand just for a video card. When totally honest, there's not a single game I play that this one can't already run full tilt. So. And I don't really see any games coming down the road that I'm actually going to play that will push it that hard. You know, it's amazing how fast it's going up in price lately. It used to double every 6 months, but now it's and stay about the same price. You could always wait till the next one came out and buy the one before it for dirt cheap, but it's not even happening anymore. First of all, the vast majority of them are probably going to be bought by. You would think they'd be highly discounted, but they're still being used for crypto mining, and that's probably what a lot of the 5000 series will be used for crypto mining. So that keeps the price high. I don't know. Yeah, because they're not being used for playing games. The vast majority of them sold for crypto mining, not for gaming. That's a leftover volcano in England. Sure, it looks like an old volcano in England, doesn't it? As I seen yesterday, people talking about them saying, no, they're well, they're built for gamers, but come on, let's be real. If you can sell one to a gamer, but you can sell 50 to a guy for his crypto mine, who are you going to design it more towards? That's one bright light, Mrs. TPH. Like somebody's coming after us in a wing in a Spitfire. Maybe he's going to go shoot down Doug Finn. Where'd regular TPH go? Regular, like he's regular unleaded. I still don't know why I say that. No clue why that sticks in my head like that. Right there. I've never been up through here. Might be some fun bush flying out through here. Super high mountains, super deep valleys, but it could be some fun flying. Chasing some rivers. I have to go back to chasing some rivers. Mississippi's boring as shit though. Flying over a giant black hole. Black under me. In, through, and beyond. Don't go chasing phony calls. Stick to the 7 digits that you're used to. I keep forgetting I have Victoria Falls. Victoria Falls? I have the Victoria Falls mod for this thing. It's fucking incredible. It's really incredible. The guy did such a great job. And I have as Niagara Falls too, but then he just kind of haven't seen anything else from him. So he may have done something, I just didn't see it. Anon? No. I think I've seen somebody in chat with that name before. I think. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I've seen somebody in chat with that name. It's cinnamon candy time. They were all out of my fucking favorite ones. They were all out of hot. They're all out of hot tamales, so I had to buy the fucking red hots. I love cinnamon. I'm addicted. But I can't tell you anything more than that about him. I think it's, but. Well, there we go. I don't need to say anything more about him. I just say I don't know much about him. You should watch an episode of House. Thanks. What? I just said I think I've seen it in the chat. No. Holy shit. Let him go. Now he's down there. How the fuck did you do that? This is a pretty coastal town. You thought you were tripping. Oh, okay. Well, you might be tripping, but not about that. So what do you think? Think we're going to end up with Greenland as a territory? It'd be a great place for strategic missile defenses. Aliens already live in Greenland. I had no idea it was an actual thing in his first presidency, that he was negotiating for it. I had no idea. And that his son has been over there negotiating for the last several months. Off on. Gulf of Freedom, though, it's Gulf of Americas, I guess. Gulf of Freedom. I like Gulf of Freedom better. I think that's just wasted time and money doing shit like that. But I think you got to reprint all the maps. You got to change all the signage. It's a waste of fucking money. Just like I don't think you should rename it back to Mount McKinley either. I think they had to remove politicians' names from all mountains. I mean, the highest mountain in New York State, Mount Marcy, is named after a politician. Where the original name of the mountain is much cooler. And it's called a Tahalis, which is cloud splitter. Because it's so high, it's constantly splitting the clouds, and you can actually go above the clouds by getting on top of the mountain. So I like that name better than some politician named Marcy. Uh-oh. Up to see here. Now it's just the world's fastest air-to-air refueling you've ever seen. Is that beaches? It's an airport. A military airport? Probably this far north. Nope. President Elon is rumored to buy my football club. See where Zuckerberg now said that they're going to stop fact checking on. They're going to stop their phony fact checking on Facebook and Instagram. What the hell's that? What else? Zuckerberg said they're going free speech on Instagram and Facebook. Or Facebook, whatever you want to call it. You know, try to do like X is doing. Free speech with community notes. But your community note has to be backed up by actual facts. I still won't get my Facebook back. I lost it during COVID and then realized I really don't want to be in touch with 90% of the people I was in touch with on it. Those are funky looking fields. Captain Scam 777 works in 2024. Figures. Actual fact checkers were corrupted by certain media. So he said, yeah, you're fired. We'll see. What's really funny is he started doing combat sports, going to the gym, and started doing manly things. All of a sudden now he's all free speech. Not saying that had anything to do with it, but he's all jacked now. There we go. Feet wet for a long time now. What we got on there? 24 minutes to the next one. Yeah. Might have to slew this one. No, we haven't slewed it yet, but nothing to look at. I even have my shipping mod on and showing nothing. I think there'd be at least a couple whaling boats out here. Let's try dropping another 2,000 feet for giggles. What am I at? 380. No, where's my ground speed? 382. Let's go to 18,000. What happens? Once we're down there, yeah, it's gonna pick up in the dive, but fucking Maddie, it's freezing. I mean, it's like fucking single digits out there, and she wants to put her head out the window. It's fucking freezing. Little dog, I will put my head out the window. Tell her no. She has figured out where the sensor is in the seat for the seatbelt sensor, and she's fat enough to set it off. So she hitches her butt around until the seatbelt sensor goes off and then looks at me like, you're gonna put the window down or we're gonna listen to this ding all the way. What an asshole dog. So she's allowed to have the window down on Main Street even when it's friggin' ice cold. She gets to have the window down. And it's funny because once we're past there, I put the window up and she doesn't sit on the sensor. She looks for the sensor. She'll hitch around until it starts dinging and then looks at me like, you can open the window? What a little shit. They're so funny what they figure out. She knows I don't like that dinging, so she literally makes it happen. Wish I could just stay in this dive the whole way. We're almost hitting 400. Yeah, she's a character. She's not feeling good. No. She's old. No luck in the puppy department. I've checked. About every 3 or 4 days, I check the rescue places, see what they have. I found one. I found a little, very young little female Pomeranian, little tiny fluff ball. And I called, oh yes, we still have her, da da da. It's in New York. And I told them where I lived, and she's like, oh no, we only do our 2 counties, Westchester and another one. It's like, I live up in the mountains. What the fuck difference does it matter where I live if the dog's going to a good home? And bang on a frying pan and she would get up and make me a sandwich. Okay. Yeah, these people are so stupid. I would have adopted a dog. I'll go 600-700 miles to go get one. I don't care. But these people are like, oh, we only adopt out through 2 counties. Like, you're a fucking idiot. Lady wasn't happy being called a fucking idiot. Because yes, I really did call her a fucking idiot. I said, obviously you don't care about the dogs, you just care about telling your neighbors you're a rescue. There's so many phony rescues around. Unbelievable. They charge like $350, $400 for a dog. It's insane money. And they're just like stacked up kennels high. They don't pay any attention to the dogs. They're just, oh, it's awful. They're in it to make money. $385, so we didn't gain anything by descending. That time we gained a little bit because we descended. This is it. Haze and water. There, TP and Chad creeping up into the view there. At least we could see people like way to fuck off. Did we lose long nuts? We did. Nope. There he is. That's a good shot right there. Staring at the sun. The moon. Now I want that game even more, Wombat, now that I think about it. I want a game where I can fly and shoot. Now it's just fucking boring time. This is why I don't do the transatlantic. Oh, the moons. That's cool. Moon reflecting off the water and sun, both in the same frame. Sun and the moon. That's cool. I'm gonna have to make something to eat before this is over. I'm in my bedtime, but. Yeah, we're not going to be doing the VR on Thursday. We've got some issues 2024. I don't even know what I'm doing Thursday at this point. Probably arrows. Again in 2020 because they're working on getting them ported over as quickly as possible. I feel left out. Hello, Mr. TPHI 17. Probably Wednesday. I'm thinking Wednesday. Tomorrow. That game is too funny, but I'm stuck in a boss, so I'm either going to play it tomorrow morning and try to get past the boss and play more, or leave it with the boss and just swear at it for 2 hours. Squirrel with a gun. I'm stuck at the first boss. I can't get the fucking hatch open. I can get all the wheels damaged and the blade off, but every time I jump up to get the hatch, I fucking die. You have to jump over the hatch. It's like every time I get up there, I must have to mash the button down so I keep floating so the barrel doesn't hit me. I've tried the little grenades that are all over the back of it. I tried those fuckers. They don't work. I just haven't had the best of luck when I rage quit. That's the new secret fucking thing Gammy's Gunner's working on. Squirrel with a gun in 2020. Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. You can go over the whole world with your little gun. It's such a silly fucking concept for a game. It's so funny. It's so silly. And they did a good job with it. Even to making the controls twitchy and like that, because the squirrel would be twitchy. I'm modding the drone. You had to look it up. I just couldn't. I could see that I had to hit it because it was green. Every time I tried it with everything, it fucking. I didn't do so good. Kids. Oh, that fucking thing. How much longer did you play after I quit that night? After I left? Up that fucking thing. So I was watching for hours and I fucking finally said enough. No way in fuck. I'm never. All night long. Oh, shit. I'm never growing up all the way. I don't care. I'm all about having fun now. I say that I'm on a flight, which I don't want to. I'm not having any fun on at all. I like an incredibly boring flight. I don't know how people do this all the time with their jets. They do like transatlantic flights every day. I guess with the real world weather and shit can be interesting, but 5 and 6 hours a day over water just doesn't sound like fun. They just watch adult videos. That's not a bad idea. I hate the sound of this engine. I don't like it at all. It's like they took the. I know it's a free plane, so I don't expect much else. Would that count as Mile High Club? Nope. No, don't count solo. That's a two-person game. That's it. I'm gonna start a fucking charter flight company where you fucking take a small jet and have the back done up with a bed. Purposely, for the sole purpose, people can fucking join the Mile High Club and pay stupid amounts of money to do it. You're sick, motherfucker. You know that? you just. No. I think there's no help for you, Colonel. It's over, dude. It's over. I have to put the sun back up a little bit. Where are we? We're in the middle of nowhere. 200 nautical miles out. Ain't a fucking thing all the way around us. This is something you would not be doing in a single engine airplane. No. Of course, that guy recently flew that Cessna 172 to Hawaii because somebody bought it out there. Filled the whole inside with a fucking giant fuel bladder. It's like, yeah, no thanks. It's required here. I'm gonna tell you, those nacho tater tots were fucking awesome. I think they were better than nachos with the chips. For anybody that doesn't know, I went to make nachos. Went bought all the stuff at the store, forgot the chips. Started digging around to find something to put it on. I found a bag of tater tots. So I made a shitload of tater tots, loaded them up in a big glass bowl, loaded it with all the refried beans and meat and cheese and salsa, and baked it and got it all hot. I mean, everything was hot already. Stuck it in the oven, baked it till it got all melty with cheese, and then threw some lettuce, tomato on it. Oh my God, was that good! On tater tots. That fucking thing was awesome. No, there was no bacon. No, I don't do bacon on my nachos. Have to draw the line somewhere. Looked like somebody'd gone 90 degrees out of sync. What the fuck island's that? Never be able to see it anyway. Vagar, never heard of it. Go look it up on the other map. Part of the Faroe Islands. Never heard of the Faroe Islands. There's Vagur and Vagar, two different places. We're about halfway across the water. More than 2/3 of the way through the flight. Almost 3/4 of the way through the flight. Bring chat back up. Oh, only the sun peeking for now. You know what we never finished using was the Bronco. We never finished up using the Bronco. Yeah, I'll use that to fill in that one flight over to Toronto. Well, not quite Toronto, over to TPHI. And the last leg from TPHI's home, we're going to take the Velocity, because that's the plane we started in. We're going to finish with it. Maybe use the Bronco to fill in after this one lands. Hop across northern Canada. Oh, what do you want? Bling phone. I bought this stupid thing on Temu. Like Temu's like a fucking crapshoot, right? They have these giant smokeless fire pits that are like $300. You sell them at Costco and Sam's Club. Shit. They had a tabletop one that you could put on like your picnic table and shit. Or for just one person. It's like 8 inches high. A little tiny fucking thing. It was $5. I bought it for shits and giggles. Figured worst case scenario, it's garbage. It's fucking really good. And it's way bigger than I thought. And it was $5. You get a fire going in it. Next day I can go outside and actually sit around for a little while. And now it's just too cold for me to go outside. Yeah, it's fucking pretty good size. It's like quite a bit bigger than I thought it was going to be, and comes with a carrying case and everything. I was like, fuck. I was expecting this little tiny junk thing for $5, but it looks pretty good. I just have to make something I can sit on top of it, like a little piece of metal or something I can sit across the top so I can heat up a coffee or frying pan for breakfast or some shit. Easy enough to make a little rack that goes over top. We're turning. We're doing something. Look at that. A waypoint. Do you think pilots that are out here get excited about waypoints? Like flying dead straight for the last 2.5 hours. A waypoint! Yay! I was surprised it came in as quick as it did. It said their local warehouse. I literally was buying these window screen things, which I've only ever seen for sale on Temu. They're for your car, and they're window screens that like are just screens, stretchy screens, and you put it over your car windows. Cause I want to camp in my car. I want to set my car up to go camping in the car. For like race weekends when I don't want to set up a whole bunch of shit where I'm working. I just want to go work on the fucking car and go to bed. I know everybody I work for says they'll get me rooms, they'll pay for the room. I don't. I like sleeping at the track. I wake up at like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning when the sun comes up. Come out and get all my work done. Nobody's around. Usually Evan Slater's father comes over and has coffee. Yeah, pretty chill at that hour. And I get everything done. Everybody gets there and everybody else is going bonkers, running around, jumping through hoops, trying to get everything done. And I'm done. I'm ready to go. Ready to put a driver in and send him out. So I ordered these window screens. And the new car's over 6 foot long in the back with the seats folded down, and my air mattress fits perfect. So should work. Looking forward to this summer. I'm doing a lot more. I got like 5 spectator events I'm going to. Or I'm not working. Well, I'm working one of them. I'm spotting for one of them. Doing some spotting, but that's it. Might spot on 2 of them. I don't know. I'm waiting to hear back from one of the guys. And then 4 regular race weekends, and then possibly 2 or 3 with Saya and the Porsche. It'll be a fun week, a fun year. Not hectic like it was. It's going to leave me a lot more time to just go do stuff. Give me the money to do stuff. That's cool looking colors on the sky right now. It's part of that package that guy did. Oh, turning again. Can't even see the next waypoint. 42 minutes away. Then everything's gonna happen quick. Not too far out. You got shooting stars? I don't want to put on the real weather though. Oh, the moon moved. Oh, that's freaky looking. Oh, you have sim effects. I may have. I might have. There's Orion. Beetlejuice, big red star, but now it's dimmer than shit. Amazing how dim Beetlejuice is right now. You know, it started bright. It was like the third brightest star in the sky, and now it's down to very, very dim. It's weird to have something like that change. This is kind of funky looking. I don't know which way's up anymore. That's when you gotta definitely trust your instruments. Over water at night. There's Dipper. One of them. See, that should point north. Oh, it blacked out. It lost a star. There's a plane up there. Go north of the North Star, which should be right over here. There's Orion. Oh, blacked out because of my own tail. I don't know which way's up. I can't. Oh, that's cool looking. No, it still wouldn't be upside down. That might be a little different. It also might be. I was completely looking at it upside down. That would make that because the tail of it's the North Star, right? I don't know. I'm all fucking twisted around right now. I don't know. I can't do that. I'm getting a headache. It's freaking me out. Whoa. That literally just gave me a massive fucking headache. Wow. I don't know why. It was disorienting, but it gave me a headache. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's all turned off. Not a tumor. It's not a tumor. My favorite line from that is more true now than ever. Boys have a penis and girls have a vagina. Somebody ought to play that to some of these woke fucks. It's not a tumor. Kindergarten Cop. Is that mountains? No, that's not. That's fucking mirage. This goes all the way around. I can't believe the song Money for Nothing is fucking banned in Canada on the radio. Dire Straits, Money for Nothing. Fucking. All because that little faggot got his own jet airplane. Little faggot is a millionaire and it's banned from Canada on the airwaves. So you gotta be fucking kidding me. Not even talking about it being gay. Even South Park did a whole episode on that. We're calling somebody a faggot. It has nothing to do with being gay anymore. and hasn't for a very long time. And what's this shit that the police chief in London or whatever the fuck, if he doesn't like the posts, if the posts are against him and he doesn't like his post, he wants to extradite from the U.S. to have us arrested if he doesn't like what we're saying online. Yeah. We'll see how that goes. It was temporarily banned years ago, but they play it again now. They finally grew up. Somebody finally explained to them the difference between the two faggots. Someone found their balls. I keep waiting for the King of England to step in and tell their freaking government that they've gone crazy when they're letting they show up and there's an underage girl at a house and 6 Muslim men, and they arrest the girl for underage drinking, not the 6 adult men who are trying to rape her. They were screaming and they showed up and charged her and let them go. What? Well, if I'm king, I'm putting the kibosh to that shit. I know they wanted the king and queen stayed out of it most of the time, but I'd be putting a stop to that shit. You check yours often? Mine have gone on strike. Trying to think of everything I have to snack on in this house, but it's always too loud to eat while I'm on the air. Everything's crunchy. Might have dropped finally. I have a big boy now. Poor Colonel, his never stopped dropping. He kept right on going. You bought a 5-pound bag of trail mix from Sam. Holy shit, dude. That's a lot of fucking trail mix. Holy shit. I have to go grocery shopping, but I refuse to leave the house when it's in single digits. Does it have coconut in it? I love trail mix when it's got coconut in it. You ever try to make your own trail mix? You know, with all the ingredients that you want in it? To find out it costs you like 10 times the amount of money that you just went out and bought a bag of trail mix and threw out the shit you didn't like. Yeah, I've done that. Oh, I love ginger snaps. I love ginger. Like ginger and cinnamon. Lots of nuts. Awesome. I'm not supposed to eat nuts, and I still do. I'm not supposed to eat nuts or small seeds. Hurts like hell when they get stuck in the diverticulitis. Oh, does it hurt. I still eat them. How about your ginger snaps are fucking incredible. I make a ginger cake. It's like a little sheet cake. It makes a 9x9 sheet cake type thing. Maybe 3 inches thick of gingerbread that my grandmother had the recipe for. Uses fresh ginger. Oh. Wombat. Wombat's got his nuts. The cake made from redheads? No. Ginger. Real ginger. Poor gingers. One of the ladies who works at the racetrack, she's a redhead. And she's a riot. She's always doing the... She goes, yeah, I'll go tell them to leave because I'm a redhead. I have no soul. I won't feel bad later. She's a piece of work. I have no idea what her real name is. Just call her Red. Not terrible. I've known her for 9-10 years now. I still just call her Red. It's true, they are soulless. I have no idea what her real name is. Vicky Burns. Or Vix Burns? Vix. Tell you right now from experience, 2 things to never do after you just put icy hot on. Never, ever, ever scratch your balls or rub your eyes. Just putting that out there. If you ever have to use icy hot when you're older, do not do those 2 things after putting it on. You'll regret it. Either one. Once you put icy, if you still have icy hot in your hands, do not ever just scratch your balls and never rub your eyes. You're gonna fucking pay either way. Oh, what's the matter, Mad Dog? You can go out. It's cold. All right, I gotta let her out. I'll be right back. Same with Chili's. Yep. I can't believe she's still staying out. I'm sitting here watching her. It's like, I figured she'd just pee and come right back in, considering how cold it is. Nope, she's gonna fuck around. But then again, she's fat and has a fur coat on. What I'm actually worried about is her. Ever since she had the surgery, to remove her teeth, her tongue sticks out the side. It pokes out the side all the time. I'm so afraid she's gonna get the tip of her tongue frostbitten out there in fucking single digit weather. She can't put it in her mouth. It just falls out. I'm so terrified she's gonna frostbite the end of her tongue. I got some giant sized pepperoni. I eat a couple of those. Fuck you full. I know, I'm just afraid it's gonna get frostbitten. I gotta go check on it here in a second. Keep waiting to see land. That's a mountain right there, isn't it? Right there. Land ho! See that? There's land, you ho. We're getting there. We got land. Some sort of star starting to show up. We gotta probably move the time back a little bit. I gotta check on her. I'll be right back. Yeah, she's ready to come in now. Fuck this. It's cold. I can tell. Let's get us some daylight. 3 p.m. and the sun setting. Yeah, I love living far north. 100% mountain. -9 Fahrenheit. Ugh, yeah, sucks, doesn't it? Fucking cold. You're lucky. You're on the northwest side of a lake, basically, so you don't get the lake effect, do you? I don't think you do. There. You don't get the massive lake effect snows. Like Tug Hill's already gotten like 8 feet this year. Insane. And they've been getting it all week, and they're going to get it for the next 7 to 10 days. Highest snowfall in the United States. 2 different Great Lakes. Snowfall hits right on one fucking spot, and there's a mountain that it runs up against, so it can't get past into the mountains, so it just sits there and fucking snows. Oh, you do? Cool. Yeah, look up Tug Hill Plateau in New York. It's mandatory your house has a second floor. Mandatory in the fucking building code, so you can get the fuck out. When it snows real bad, so you can actually get out of the building. It's absolutely insane how much it snows up there. Go down there. Buffalo, New York, obviously gets tons of it too. But they have like the coolest snow removal stuff anywhere. Like anywhere. They have big snow blowers that blow it into a trailer. And the trailer's heated and melts all the snow. Then they just pull up the storm drain and dump the water. So there's no snowbanks. There's no giant snowbanks and shit. They don't plow it. They melt it all. Blow it into trailers, melt it all. Now Montreal, there's an old granite quarry in the middle of Montreal. Right in the middle of the city is an old granite quarry, deeper than shit. They built ramps out over it, and they just take all the snow and dump it in there. They have ramps. They back out on the ramp. The dump trucks and just dump all the snow in that big giant old quarry. I see a little land peeking up right there. Nope, it's another jet coming the other way. Lake Ontario, 10 minutes south, and then George and Bay Lake. North plus about 10, 15 minutes smaller ones. Bumbleclot. I don't know what Bumbleclot is. Hey, Blowy, how's it going? I wouldn't think. Usually it's on the east side of the lake, so. It gets it. Unless the wind blows the other way.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
I'm a Pastafarian. You remember that lady sued the state over that bullshit because they were allowing anybody and everybody to wear head coverings and hats and shit for their driver's license pictures? So she wore a colander, upside down fucking sink colander or a spaghetti colander she wore it on her head for her fucking driver's license picture, and they wouldn't let her take it, and she sued them and won. She said she was a Pastafarian. She believes in the giant spaghetti monster. And won. If they can wear all their headgear and all their shit for their pictures, so can she. Hell, New York's talking about letting them wear their burqa for their driver's license photo and their IDs. Thumbs up, cool. I just had to do a new fucking photo. I hate doing that. You know, I'm a professional. I had to do a new photo this year for all my IDs. Or at least all the racing ones. The old photo's out of date. I don't care. Nobody ever looked at it anyways. Last 9 years, nobody looked at the photo and said, "Oh, that doesn't look like you." Professional something. I'll see if we can see that plane. Maybe not. Too far away. Look at that. We see details on the mountains now. Captain, there be land here. Sorry, I'm eating pepperoni. Pepperoni's kind of like Italian bacon. Put it in everything. What the fuck is going on there? Well, that's the window. That's the little window you open for air, fresh air vent. So I'm really excited to see what Mike Patey does next. He's talking about a helicopter and possibly modifying the shit out of a helicopter and making it a giant camper. That's going to be cool. Does your little dude pass out or does it break them? Hell, at 18,000 feet, it should have trouble. Yes, they did, and there was one at the airport when I was a kid. At 12 or 13, a guy showed it to me. It was pretty cool. And it was in Popular Science, too. Yeah. It looked like the old... There was a TV show with a big pink one. I can't remember the name of the show, but it looked like a smiley face with a big nose, snorkel, and pilot sat like 3 stories up in the air. This dude had one that was all done up with as a camper inside it. But now Patey wants to do that, and I can't wait to see what the fuck he's going to come up with. I can't wait to see how he's going to modify a helicopter. It's so immensely harder. I'd really like to know what he does for the government. Me, over here, hold my beer. Winnebago, yeah. Let me see if that's the one. It was pretty cool. No, yes, but it was a different model. It had the big scoops on the nose. Itasca did one? It was very similar to that. That's pretty cool though. Wonder how many of those things are left flying. They didn't build many to begin with. That's pretty cool. Hey there, Wolf, how cute. I know he's got full-blown security clearance for whatever he does for the military because it barely gets mentioned ever that he's even working for the military. So. I'd love to know what he's working on. Well, this wasn't as painful as I thought it was going to be. I'm going to be honest, I've been watching a caboose for sale online for the past little bit. I think it would make coolest tiny home 20K. Ooh. The only problem with a caboose, I've thought about it too. I think they'd be awesome. They have little wood stoves in them. They already got beds. I think they make awesome housing, but if you gotta get the fuckers there, the transport's gonna fucking kill you. And then you're gonna want to set up a stretch of railroad track to put it on just for looks, because you could. Plus, it'd be more stable on its own wheels. I think just the transport would fucking kill you. Of course, there's a guy that's got a flatbed that specializes in transporting rail cars. He rolls it up on there, and it's got rails built right onto it. What a folk story. It's not like a monster truck, you just jack it up and put rubber wheels on it. Those fucking metal wheels are there. You have to have specialty trailers. A crane to set it. Hey, not a place to put it, land. A flower shop in town just went out of business, and they have 2 really cool portable greenhouse. I'm so bad. My first thought was like, I wonder if he'll sell those cheap now. I just have it dropped over here. I have a pad already set for it. I'm actually considering buying one of those pot homes. It comes already pre-built, everything in it. You just set it on the foundation, hook up the utilities, and you're done. It's kind of like modern single-wide trailers, just fancier. You can get them for like 55 grand with everything. That's pretty cheap when you consider it. I can't build a stick-built house for that anymore. Much less fill it full of appliances. And these come with all the appliances pre-built. It works. And just so you have to have like 3 grand for the crane for a day to set it. Your pad, utilities. Unless I do something stupid like buy another old place like this one and spend years redoing it. But then you're never done with it. Where are we at? 18? Let's start creeping down to 10. Yeah, dumbass. Sorry, I'm eating. Needs enough energy to stay awake. If I pay for it about 4 hours, 3 hours, my stomach's just going to turn against me. It's full of pepperoni and I'm trying to sleep. It's going to say, oh, you didn't want to sleep, did you? Here's some crabs. Ah! My mechanic has a 45-foot motorhome. I think it's absolutely beautiful. The NASCAR team got mad when he walked away because they had to get their own. I have a guy who used to park next to my little bitty camper all the time with a big triaxle toy hauler. He put his race car in the back. It was fucking huge, and I had this little camper. They had an outdoor TV. Projection TV outdoors. Screen slid out and rolled down and projector. The fucking thing is insane. But the coolest part was the deck where you drive out with a race car lifted up and leveled, and the railing went around it, and a screen came down on the tracks of the door. You could pull down a screen, so you'd have a screen porch. You had a little porch deck you could sit out on. Fucking up off the ground. It's like fucking insane, some of the shit they come up with. Hey, I'm out of my drink box. That's empty. Out of pepperoni too, Maddie. That sucks. We killed that. Just we're down to a little bit of coffee and water. The holler was his and everything. He sold his ownership stake. Just some vehicle costs and over 300 grand. Oh, I'm sure. Say, fucking racing's not cheap. Nothing about it's cheap. You don't race if you're not wealthy. I take that back. I do know one kid that races, and he drives an old Ford Escort that he races. Got a 4-roll cage. He drives it to the track and drives it home. Gets at the track, takes the license plates off, puts on the race, opens the back hatch, takes out all the fucking wheels, the racing wheels, slaps them on, and has a blast on the weekend. And he rides on old tires that other people get rid of. It takes the same size tires in Miata, so he's getting free tires all the time. He's a funny kid. He just loves to race, and that's how he does it. Sleeps in a little pop-up tent. Never forget, he blew his engine one day, and myself and half a dozen other guys spent half the night working on it. Another guy went down to a Ford dealer and got all the parts, and we got his engine back up so he could continue racing the next day, and nobody would take a dime. Not even the guy that got the parts. Nobody would take any money for helping him. So we got the engine back together and back on the track. This must be green because it's Iceland. Ice and green. I never did understand that. Why is Greenland all ice and Iceland all green? Because they were drunk. It's like we drive on parkways and park in driveways. Head off to work. Have a good day. Damn me. Wombat, some of my magic. Work some of my magic.
It's an act of lunacy, General Shah. Personally, I think you're a fucking idiot.
You're a fucking idiot. I think you're a fucking idiot too, Gabby. Have a great day. Do what you do. Make lots of money for more video cards. Your wife doesn't kill you. The Rock was a very entertaining movie. Yep. I like Sean Connery in just about anything. I like what the fuck the James Bond Moonraker, the little jet. he flies out, drives out the trailer, and everything unfolds. It's like that's back when Bond was cool. Now he's just a pussy. I like the F-18s. That was awesome. But that was Roger Moore, though, wasn't it? Moonraker, yeah. No, Roger Moore flying that one. See, Vediamo. Oh man, they were good. They were good. You always got the girl, sexy. The cars were full of gadgets. Everything you had was gadgety. Fucking awesome ones. The new ones got stupid. Q's a hacker instead of building really cool cars, weapons and shit. Q was a hacker. Albert Broccoli ruined the series after he... Albert Broccoli ruined the series when his son started taking over, doing woke shit after whatchamacallit died. Odd Job. It's one of the names. Bond movie names. After Ian Fleming died, and then his son started taking over, just ruined the whole fucking series. When they were gonna have John Cleese replace Q, that was fucking awesome. That was probably the last really good one. I like that little jet, how it all folded up inside that little tiny horse trailer, and the fake horse's ass lifts up and he rolls out that tiny little jet. This thing's having trouble tracking. Lovely. Of course, it's not using a real autopilot with it. Anybody know how to pronounce this? Reykjavik? Reykjavik? Nice one. I don't know how to say it. That's ass run. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck to say. What's the flight plan say? I don't know. My flight plan. Flight plan. Doesn't say. It says it's 150 feet up, 150 foot altitude. Not telling me. Got an approach, but I don't have a. We're on an arrival, but don't have a. Fuck it. I was correct in how I said it. Cool. Better put this back up so I can shut it off when I have to. No, 10. How far we got to go? Could probably go to 5. Just get it done out of the way right now. Not going to make any difference in fuel at this point. Oh, 1 to due north? Probably. Yeah, what was shaking in there? Look at TPHI. Oh, it's because of the prop. Looks like the prop's out of balance. There's something on my prop. Something stuck. It is out of balance. Look at the wobble. It's way out of balance. What the fuck just happened? I ran out of fuel. Literally, just ran out of fuel. Yep. Now relight. On, fuel pump on. On. There it goes. Give it just a little more. 20. There. The glacier. There's some ice. Well, this has an odd approach into neither runway. That's nice. Oh, I can't stand look out that window. Just popping in for the ending. Hey, Cthulhu Head, how are you? So was there any actions? You like missed all the fun. You like Happy New Year and Merry Orthodox Christmas. Yeah, that's coming up, isn't it? Or is it now? I'm down to 361. And I'm descending. Happy New Year, my friend. I was hoping for that. It's today? Cool. I was hoping for all that ice to cause an accident and you get some cool video. Look, there's a runway down there. Of course, that's the only way in and out of there probably most of the year. You got a big church. Little volcanic island. Probably would not want to live there. That ice? Oh man. Well, you knew it was icy, so you only have yourself to blame on that one. I shouldn't laugh at your expense, but I'm going to. I hope you didn't hurt yourself too bad. It was different ice. It was that sneaky ice. Ice you don't see coming. Well, I hope you didn't get hurt too bad. I'm laughing my fool out. See, this is why I would never make a good EMT. I'd have to stop laughing before I could help someone, and it's just not going to be a good thing. Like you fall down, break your leg, crush your chest, and have trouble breathing, and I'm going to be laughing like a fucking fool, and then help after I'm done laughing. Everybody else in my family has that helping gene. I don't have it. My mother's a nurse, my sister's a nurse, my daughter's a nurse. If you go out, you're gonna get a couple of kicks from me seeing if you're okay, and if you're dead, well, I'm walking away. That's it. That's what you're gonna get. Dude, you okay? You okay? No, okay, I'm out. I understand how people who get punched in the liver feels. Oh, nothing broken in the air. I've never been hit in the liver. I've seen how an entire fight is over in seconds with somebody getting hit in the liver. Oh. I wonder if this will probably fuck the entire flight plan up like usual. But if we go to procedure, approach, do we do an RNAV on one? It's perfect right there. Yes. Load and activate. There we go. Man, that still thinks we should be up to 15,000 feet. Are you kidding me? There, we're just going to go straight in on one. 3,500 where it wants us. Where are we now? 5, 35. 35. Descend a little faster. Oh, that prop is driving me nuts. Why is the fucking nose of my plane falling off? Look at it. It's all fucked up. Must have been made by Boeing, yeah, probably. It's also having trouble getting on the fucking straight and narrow. It's going to zigzag back and forth until it gets just right. Look at the tail shake now. Now it's shaking. When you're down low, look at this thing. The whole fucking plane's going to fall apart. Look at it. It's awful. First the prop's out of balance, now it's shaking the tail apart. Oh well. Only 2 more legs. I gotta go to Greenland and then Canada. Hot tub tub. You old fatty matty. Why are you shedding? It's middle of winter. She wants to go to bed. She's mad. I'm still up. She's like, hey, where's my medicine? She wants her medicine. It's time for bed. She gets her medicine with canned dog food. There's absolutely no other scenery that's loaded for me. Great. You'll get your medicine in a minute. Oh, almost on the ground. 15 minutes. 10, 15 minutes. Ugh. Bent drive shaft. Yeah, I don't know. a lot of planes have gear drives on because, especially when the props limited by the RPMs it can go, so a lot of them have gear reductions on them. The engine actually spins faster than the prop. Especially when they drop these crazy V8s in them and shit like that. Way too many RPMs for the engine to handle, so they have gear reductions in them. But like a boat, I think it's called a propeller shaft, prop shaft. Who's buying a 5090? Not me. Not me, not this time. Finally got in the... Besides Brett and Gammy, yeah. Snap drive shaft, yeah. Not me, I'm not going to do it. Maybe when my 2 years is up and I buy a new computer, we'll have something better than that. I got 2 more years left before I get my new computer. But in the interim, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take the $2,000 I would have spent on that and go on vacation again. Go on another trip. That's what I'm going to do with the money I would have spent on it. You'll probably get the 5070 Ti. Yeah, this is like half the cost. Less than half the cost. They're like $700 or whatever, and the other ones are 2,000. 750 versus 2,000. Yeah, 750, $800. Yeah, I saw 750 at one place. Now it's it. Yeah. Just, like I say, I'm going to stick to my new computer every 3 years. I save up for it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to go out of my way, even though it's supposed to be double the speed of this one, of the 4090 RTX. But we'll see. Your PC's 16 years old, so you need the whole power supply and all that shit. It might be cheaper to just buy a whole new machine with it already in it. My machine was actually much cheaper with the RTX 4090. I got it for like half the cost of normal because it was bought through another computer. You like building? That's cool. However you want to do it, my friend. That's the best part of it. Build your own or buy your own. I built them for 30 some years. I don't like doing it anymore. My laptop has a 4070. Fans sound like jet engines. I'll bet. When mine come on in this thing, the only way I can get it, Minecraft regular Java edition will get the fucking fan spinning, but nothing else will. No other game will. I won't. I think appear in another podcast. No, I all 4 people want to build their own. Absolutely, 100%. I did it for years. And then I got old and lazy. And I buy a high-end Alienware every 3 years, and I buy it with 3-year on-site warranty. So I don't have to fuck with the thing at all for the next 3 years. I get a new one. Do the same thing all over again. Anything breaks, 24 hours later, I'll have the fucking part in my hands. I can throw it in. I know they have on-site warranty, but I'm also a Dell certified systems engineer, so they'll send the part right to me. You get a warranty on the parts you build. So that's just, that's the system I have in place, and that's what I enjoy. And I don't enjoy building them anymore because I've built thousands of them, literally thousands. We had 300 users. I had to build all those from scratch. You just return to yourself and refund yourself. As I built all my personal ones. Just, not my bag of tricks. I don't knock anybody that does do it. It's enjoyable both ways. I think Brett's either got a bad motherboard or he's got a heat issue with his case because he's burning up memory chips constantly. So you see they got a bad motherboard that has something wrong with the, that's causing the chips, the memory chips to overheat, or it's not getting enough airflow around the memory chips because it keeps burning up memory chips. Oh, we better fly this bird. I wonder if it'll, no, it's too good to be true to think it's even going to have an approach. We got a glide slope. Did we just pick up the approach? Seriously? We better slow this bitch down. We're gonna be like TPHI, just keep flying. No, we're not locked on glide slope. I thought we were. But we're descending. Yeah. The approach should turn off the fucking... Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll get our flaps in gear. Where is TPHI going anyways? Just going all the way to Greenland? I don't want Canada to become part of the U.S. Nothing against y'all, but we just finally got Trump back, and you all voted twice for the clown that just quit. It's not going to happen. No. Not going to happen. I'm thinking I want to build a PC and then really the cost that's in, including shipping costs. Yeah, you get the same issues that they have in Australia. Costs a fortune to ship everything in. We're too low. Too low. You can visit them all. We're too low. Not a lot. Not that fast. Alright, autopilot, you're done. Torque. Torque. Ooh, touchy. Touchy, touchy, touchy. Get the nose up. Speed down. Yeah, we're not going to butter this thing. I don't have my aileron trim on. Ah! It's not working. I'm saved to go to Sapporo next year. That'll be awesome. Winter time. They have snow up there. There. Almost on glide slope. I'm too high. Too low, too high, too low, too high. What's the landing speed on this bitch? Landing stall speed is 55. Clean stall is 70. Okay, whoa. Don't read, fly. Probably wants to see a winter time. He's been up in winter before. Maybe winter time. See some snow. Come on, nose up. Well, the aileron trim worked. At least it's not trying to roll over. On glide slope. A little low. A little low. I mean, as soon as I take this engine torque off, she's going to roll over the other way. It still wants to. Nose down. Something here. Come on. Get your nose up. Damn it. And back on center line. There we go. Oh, it was smooth. Fucking wacky. Whoa! Where the fuck you going? Wait a minute, where'd he go? Whoa! What the fuck he was doing, but he went over there. Fuck was he going? This whole island, Iceland? Yeah. TPHI. I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but he coming in for a landing. It was just full send on landing. There's somebody there in a green one that I didn't see before. Fuck's that? I'm not even close. I'm way over here. Hold on. I'll come over there. Who was in the green one? Who was that? Who was that masked man? Oh, that's probably Long Nuts. That's who it is. Come on, turn. Oh, Jesus Christ! Okay, we're just gonna put the brakes on. Yeah, we're done. We're not gonna fuck with it anymore. Yeah, I see that. I just saw that. That was fucking bonkers. Well, thanks everybody for staying out until 10 o'clock. Way past my bedtime. Who's all there? Oh, Icarus. Longinus is in pink. Oh, thank Icarus, Mrs. TPHI, Mr. TPHI, Colonel India, Long Guts, Grumpy Old Bastard Squadron for flying along, and we also had Reapers out there for a little bit. So thanks everybody for flying along in the squadron. Much appreciated. We only got a few more flights left. And we'll be done with this series. So, and then hopefully 2024 will be well enough to start the next series in that one. And we will see you all in the next one. Thanks again for everybody to chat. And TPHI for, it was 14 months? 16 months. Whatever it was. 16 months. Thanks, sir. And thank you all. And we'll hopefully see you all in the next one. Tomorrow night I'm going to play this world thing. Not sure what time. 7 to 7:30ish. And then Thursday will be arrows most likely. So we will see you all in the next one. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.